As a tall key defender, I guess I like to jump at it, intercept mark, but one-on-ones are pretty good and just using my speed off the ball as well.
Yeah, my biggest strength is definitely my marking. I feel like that's always been my biggest strength of my game, and I think I've brought it. That's where I've been training all summer. So yeah, I definitely see myself as a key forward going forward.
Sort of just a medium-sized forward. Used to play a bit of midfield, but sort of, especially in my first couple of years, sort of mainly as a forward.
I would say like my biggest upside is obviously I'm really tall, got a lot of length and athleticism, so getting to aerial contests.
Just combative, follow-up work. Yeah, I like to be an extra midfielder.
It's pretty nerve-wracking beforehand, seeing a lot of blokes I've played against and played with get picked up. So yeah, it's pretty nervous, but once you get picked, you know, you're just really excited to get going.
I was all the way in Wyndham, so that's town up north in WA. I was over the moon, I was super excited, and I didn't know what to expect when I tried out and everything, so it was awesome.
On the Saturday before the draft, Melbourne called me and asked how I'd feel about living in Melbourne. And you know, I said I was excited to move out of the house. As much as I love living with the parents, to get picked up by Melbourne as well was a good club to be at and be involved with.
Yeah, I was pretty rapt straight off the bat to come, but I sort of had low expectations coming into the draft, coming from a raw sort of background.
Yeah, I was pretty excited, pretty nervous as well, coming over like interstate. But yeah, I was just keen to go really.
The running is crazy. Like the running is the biggest change, I think, and there's a lot to take in and a lot to learn. So just being a sponge and just taking everything in.
Yeah, obviously coming into the club, you know, probably a bit challenging, getting used to, you know, the early mornings and the volume of training that you're doing. After the Christmas break, I reckon most of the young boys have come back and we've really adjusted to the you know, pre-season well, and yeah, it's been good fun.
Bodywork and footwork really. I didn't realise how much, or how important they are. But yeah, coming here, like just being pushed off the ball and being out of position really easily, like bodywork and footwork just gets you in the right positions, and yeah, so that'll be the biggest learning curve.
I think I've sort of just learnt the importance of organisation. Sort of just it's pretty hectic here, and yeah, just sort of being able to organise your time and your events.
Probably just the independence, like living out of home, getting to training on time and stuff like that, just setting good standards.
Mostly I've been spending my time with BG and Gorney, so you know, a lot of vision with them and a lot of time with them, a lot of feedback. Ruckcraft is going really well, just improving every week, taking it session by session. It's all new to me, so just getting used to it.
Definitely the key forwards, you know, Ben Brown, Tom McDonald, even the younger boys like Jacob Van Ruin and Shaq as well. You know, those guys learn a lot off them because, you know, they're all pretty experienced players.
All the boys are really welcoming. It was pretty surreal, like seeing Max and Brody up close. Even taller than me, so yeah.
A lot of pets, like, and chin, like with respect mannerisms around the club, and also pets and the other key backs with my bodywork and footwork.
I think track's been pretty good. I guess I sort of got as much as possible out of him, and obviously being a sort of similar position, I was just trying to mimic sort of as much as I could off him, and yeah, he's been huge as well, sort of just trying to give me tips if ever he sees anything.
I would say Gorney and BG, just because of how massive they are and how strong they are. So they surprised me the most, for sure.
I have to say Track. Yeah, he gets around the boys, and yeah, he's just good bloke to be around.
The teammate that surprised me the most, I'll go with Judd McVee. Didn't really know much about him before I came, but the way he's been training over pre-season, he's flying.
I think Gorney actually. I mean, obviously I didn't know anyone at the club on a personal level, but I think my expectations of Gorney were completely different. Like, he's a great character, and I'd expect him to be more serious. Like, even though he is like very serious when he needs to be, he's always good for a laugh.